יבנה המקדש, יבנה המקדש, עיר ציון תמלא. יבנה המקדש, יבנה המקדש, עיר ציון תמלא. Shalom, my sweetest friends. This week's Parsha Tzav. Rashi says, Ein Tzav, Ein Zrizut. You got to do things fast. Especially b'miuchad b'makom sheyesh chisron kis. When it comes to money. You know, korbanot mamash. So deep, this week's Parsha. So many korbanot. And the question also by korbanot is, how real are we? What's my kavanah? What's my intention? What am I really thinking? Am I giving the korban with my whole heart? Or I'm just, stop throwing, knocking it off fast, not putting my heart into it, not changing my soul, turning over my kishkas. So this is the story. Everybody knows the Kotzker Chassid, the Kotzker Rebbe. The Kotzker Rebbe, the Holy of Holies, was fire. By Kotz, everything truth. You have to be 100% honest, especially with yourself. Chas v'shalom, not to lie to myself. Anyway, the Kotzker had the grandson. Kotz's grandson was the holy Sokolover Rebbe. And the Sokolover Rebbe, when he first came to Sokolov to be the Rebbe, he thought to himself, how can I be in Sokolov and maybe there's not even one real chassid here? I don't know if I'll survive. I need to be with someone who's for real. So he went to shul, and he saw all the rich people sitting in the front rows, and the poor schleppers sitting in the back. And everybody was sweet and cute and holy. But he didn't feel in his heart there was even one person who was mamash for real. All of a sudden he looks, it was a cold winter, and he sees by the tanur, by the fireplace, sitting a yid, and he's crying his eyes out. His eyes are red with tears. He says, maybe I found a real yid. He walks over to the Heilige Yid. He says, my sweetest, most precious friend, tell me something. Why are you crying? The Yid looks at him. Doesn't say anything. And he says, tell me something. What's your name? He looks up at him and he says, my name is Moshe. And then he can't control himself anymore. Runs out. By all the big Rebbes, and I saw it so many times by my holy Rebbe, the Rebbe Reb Shlomo, would go to visit the Hasidim, So the Sokolov is going all over, saying hello to people. Sokolov, I'm the new Rebbe. But then he comes to the outskirts of town, and he sees like a broken down house, but it's filled with light and this music, singing, people are singing, dancing, celebrating. He doesn't know what's going on. Comes to the house. He knocks on the door. And who opens the door? Moshe. Moshe is the broken yid from shul who's crying the whole time. He says, Moshe, what's going on? Why are you celebrating? So Moshe says to him, Rebbe, the truth is, I didn't tell anybody why I'm celebrating. But maybe now's a good time. Since you're asking, so I'll tell you. So he says to everyone, quiet, chevre, my sweetest friends, I have to tell you why we're celebrating. I didn't tell anybody. This is the story. Open your hearts. He says, you know, when I was 6 years old, I was left an orphan. My parents passed away. It should never happen to anyone. And the community adopted me. They gave me a little room next to the Beit Knesset. And I had food to eat. And when I became 9 years old, I was very strong. So I used to help to bring water early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I would bring water from the well to the Beit Knesset in order that people could wash their hands for the service. And I was very strong. And little by little I got stronger. And I became a water carrier. When I was 15 years old, the community made a wedding for me. And I married the most beautiful, sweetest woman in the world. But Rebbe, I want you to know, after all these years and so many children we have, and we're living in one little room so poor, my wife isn't as beautiful as she used to be. And my children looking so ragged, it breaks my heart. There's not enough food to eat, no matter how hard I work, no matter how hard I pray. For some reason, there's just not enough money to go around. You know, Rebbe, the whole time, every night I'd come to the Beit Knesset, 3 o'clock in the morning. I opened the Aron Kodesh. I'd say, Rabbanu Shalaylam, please just one time send me 1,000 rubles. Maybe I can open a business, a little kretschmer, sell some schnapps and have a place for people to stay, serve food. Maybe I'll make some real money like a mensch. But then one night, the other night, I came to the Beit Knesset and I saw an envelope on the floor. I picked it up and Rebbe, I couldn't believe it. There was 1,000 rubles in the envelope. I ran to the Aron Kodesh. I said, Rabbanu Shalaylam, there really is one God. Thank you so much for sending me 1,000 rubles. But Rabbanu Shalaylam, I'm not going to tell anyone for 3 days. I got to make sure it's for real. I went home, Rebbe. I was so happy. I could see how I could buy food for my children, clothing, maybe open a business. Was I filled with joy? The next night I came back to shul, and that was the night that you also came to shul. And before you came, the widow Ya'ankel'ה, with her seven orphans, and she was crying, and she said, Chevra, she said to all the holy Yidden in the Beit Knesset, she said, do you remember you collected for me 1,000 rubles? You put it in the envelope for me and my children. I lost the envelope somewhere here in shul and I can't find it. She was crying. Rebbe, I knew what happened. I couldn't believe it. I started to cry. And then you came up to me, Rebbe, and you asked me my name. But it hurt too much to tell you why I was crying. I ran home. I fell down on the bed. And I was crying from the depths of my heart. And I said, Rabbanu Shalaylam, I want you to know I'm finished with you. How could you be so cruel? If you want to give me 1,000 rubles, you have to take it away from Ya'ankel'ה. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You're too cruel. Fell back down on the bed crying. But Rebbe, then all of a sudden I heard a voice. And it was the voice of my own soul. And it said to me, Moshe, your whole life was so hard for you. You were an orphan from the time you were 6, but you never gave up. You never stopped praying. You never stopped begging God. Now when you need God the most, you're going to abandon Him? I started praying with all my heart and soul. I said, Ribono Shel Olam, please forgive me, I didn't mean what I said. I love you so much, the truth is, but it hurts me so much. My soul hurts me from the depths. I'm in so much pain, I can't bear it. Then, Rebbe, I heard another voice, but it was a different voice. It was the voice of the one, the only one, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Ribono Shel Olam, Atzmo himself. And the voice said to me, Moshe l'shoem ma'ir, Moshe, my precious Moshe, you know that money doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Ya'nak'l'e, the widow. Get up fast and run. Do it so fast. B'zrizut. And bring the money back to Ya'nak'l'e. So Rebbe, I got up so fast. I ran to Ya'nak'l'e's house. I knocked on the door. Ya'nak'l'e came to the door with her 7 children. And she had tears in her eyes, and I said, Ya'nak'l'e, I found your envelope. I found your 1,000 rubles. And Rebbe, I can't tell you the joy I had the moment that I saw Ya'nak'le's face and the relief she had when she got back the 1,000 rubles. So Rebbe, it's true I don't have the 1,000 rubles anymore. Nothing changed. But you know something, Rebbe? After you hear God telling you, after you hear God speaking to you, after you hear God's voice, Gewaltem, I filled with joy. I'm so filled with joy, because I know with all my heart and all my soul, there really is one God. There really is. I heard His voice. So my sweetest friends, this is the story. And the Sokolever Rebbe used to tell this story every year to his Chassidim on the yard side. On the heilige water carrier, the Rebbe Reb Moshe. You know, friends, I'm thinking, we're in such times. And it's so difficult. And sometimes, mamash, we look, and God even looks to us so cruel. But let's not forget how much we love God, how much we Jewish people love God no matter what. And I have a feeling, because it's so hard times, that the gates are open like never before to hear God's voice. And you know, my sweetest friends, it's written, when is Mashiach coming? Hayom. Today, in Bekolo, Tishma'u, if you hear God's voice. So this holy Shabbos, the gates are open. The gates are open to hear the voice of the one, the only one. And may this Shabbos bring you and me and all of Israel so much light, so much love, so much consolation, because we hear God's voice. Sending you all my love, my sweetest friend, and davening with all my heart Shabbos, the one, the only one, talks to us once again. Yevanei Hamikdash, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yitzion Yimalei, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yitzion Yimalei, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yitzion Yimalei, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yevanei Hamikdash, Yitzion Yimalei. Shabbos.